Hey, what's going on? We're playing the undefeated Chiefs. They look really good. I'm very scared. We got embarrassed last game. Might make a trade after this game because it's a trade deadline. But, yeah. I'm going home with that. That. And then I'm gonna hit the gym. Let me know. There we go. Alright, let me cut the mic. Love y'all. Peace.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. And that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The numbers last week for Tony: 5 catches, 59 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Headed straight. It's Pacheco pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are, We're about to find out.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 110 yards in the score.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Here's Spears on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking right sideline, that's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Mahomes going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Levis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Levis on 3rd down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Trayvon Walker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Mahomes firing complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match against each other.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Grimes. Nifty move. And he's taken down inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 20, here's second and a yard. Now Grimes. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Chigakonkwo from 13 yards out. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC. And I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such. But let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Here is third down and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's going to air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Grimes. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, still a long way to go in the season, we know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got it complete to Perkins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's caught, and they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. The Eagles finish off an up and down first half on an up note as they even their mark at 4-4 with a victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Sam Darnold leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Christian Watson, a touchdown catch in the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Play action, Garoppolo. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And brought in downfield by Burks. Now, hang on here. We got an injured player. Oh, boy, it's the quarterback. That's Jimmy Garoppolo who's shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. With a carry, it's Grimes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Yep.
Pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll give the Chiefs a first down. Mahomes now to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Kayvon Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Garoppolo now. his man on the crossing route. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On second down now, Grimes. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here we go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken around the 12. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Grimes, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Play action now. Levis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we've prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Grimes. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a 3rd and 6. Levis. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Mahomes now on first down. He's got Lewis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete. This is Lewis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here comes second down at 5. Mahomes will throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down, goal to go. Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. Here's Mahomes, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Now the Titans getting set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the kick.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7, 35 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
One final try for Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tennessee,
The victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.